welcome to the RPG Blender, where we give lesser played games or forgotten settings the roll the dice they deserve. I'm your host, Game Master George, thrilled to welcome you to the next chapter in our adventure. Our heroes have split to research their goals of finding the skull and killing the despot. But what awaits them to divert their attention? Find out as we explore a new land of power and ancient secrets in Exalted, the Past Reborn.
Contentious Sword this way. He's Exalted Malik.
Yeah, Dirham looks actively puzzled in just hearing this statement.
As soon as you go puzzled, they say he's Exalted Malik.
How does that even make sense? He's
got a bunch of skulls and stuff. I don't know what he is. Mountain is taking like a leap here.
Dirham, as the only person who has, you can make your wits wits integrity roll.
Sure. Wits integrity.
I'm assuming you describe him a little bit.
Yes, I go into like what he looks like, what he has.
And Dirham immediately pulls through the experience in the mirror and just gleams as many details as humanly possible.
Maybe the person that we are looking for, as he would have knowledge of, or be part of the plot, as he would have knowledge of the Harbinger.
2 successes.
Oh my god! Okay.
The dice tell a story!
Dice tell a story. Wow, this is bad. If he's now like Adramalik, that's pretty bad. What would something with thousands of years of life be like with those dark powers? Yep.
Are we thinking that this contentious sword is connected with Pluton? Are we thinking
it could be? We know that they serve someone. Maybe they both serve the same master.
And whatever turned Pluton, is it possible that maybe this contentious sword is from that source?
It's possible, but I think yes, but I think the more pressing matter is that we know Contentious Sword knows about the Harbinger. And he's saying that right? It's the Harbinger of the wraths. Okay, just making sure.
No, the inheritor of the 5 hearts of vengeance.
Oh, I'm sorry, the inheritor. We know he knows about the inheritor.
But it could also be called the Harbinger of Doom.
All right, cool.
Creation. Any other name.
Just shopping for names. Well, that's a problem.
There's a direct link. Well, as with Pluton, it was something he would have to learn about. Contentious Sword would not have to learn about it, would already know about it, and may even, I don't know why he would know where it's hidden, but at the very least he would know it's a source of destruction that he could tap into.
How does Contentious Sword even exist? Didn't he die? And aren't you what he became?
I am what his spark became, but his body and mind, I guess, could be something different, right? It's the same thing with Pluton. Pluton was, did have the spark of the dragons inside of him, and then eventually had a different spark inside of him. Maybe our bodies are more prone to become these kinds of vessels because they're already vessels. I don't know. You're the science. But importantly, is he's
you killed Pluton?
No, I've never killed Pluton. I was there when he died.
Yeah, we were.
Oh wait, Pluton. I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant Contentious Sword.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, we killed them. Like the dead don't exalt. That's for the living.
That's not always true.
Okay.
Okay. When Adramalik exalted, he was dead.
He was killed. He died and then returned.
I watched the life drain from him and then reinvigorate after it drained. So just to be clear, I as Rich know that in a moment before death, this could have happened.
Okay.
This is purely my
the character's dramatic.
This is the character's
flawed
perception.
Memory.
You got it. I as Rich know.
Got it.
That's not true.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Okay, so the big question is, when we were up in the north, we killed Pluton. Did the body stay there? Did we have it, or did it disappear after we were done with it?
I disposed of the body.
Okay. Well, what did we do with it?
Put it in the water and put a bunch of rocks on it.
Because I think in the realm, the proper burial is you set it on fire, you build a pyre for it, and so on. And also, even if you have someone that's your enemy and you kill them, you also give them a proper burial. Otherwise, you have a hungry ghost in your hands, which is a problem. And so on and so on.
Sounds pretty bad that he sunk him at sea then.
If I had common sense knowledge to fucking burn him and that would also get rid of evidence, I probably would have done that.
I mean,
you could absolutely use your flashback to have done that.
I have a flashback?
Yeah, you get a flashback every adventure.
Yeah.
Just, remember what happened to Sadra Malik when he uses his flashbacks.
I feel like if Pluton's already an angry ghost, then why am I going to waste our flashback making a not angry ghost? He's already an angry ghost.
But
Hungry, very important distinction in words.
Yeah, but you established it then that the body was destroyed, therefore it could not come back, so it wouldn't be an exalted. It wouldn't be that's risen. It's just a ghost, and that's a different story.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what happened to Pluton's body. I'm gonna go back and watch that episode, but for now, I'm willing to just risk it. I don't care.
Strangled him, and then we left, and that was
that's literally what you did. You strangled him, and then he walked off into the woods.
Well, we took the town eventually, so obviously there was some stuff happening between there.
Mm-hmm.
But with Contentious Sword, whether or not he died, I guess it would be a point of contention. But seriously, he was in some sort of weird cocoon, right?
You did not see it because
you're right, because I was in the cocoon.
The only person who saw it was Dirham. So if Dirham would like to, he can make that with integrity to remember what happened to the body.
I sure do.
Unless you out of character remember, which I'm assuming you don't.
I remember that there was the dark remnant that existed after the explosion and whatnot.
Yeah, there was an amber.
Yeah, there was
a golden crystal in the center of the field of death and terribleness.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I convey that.
But are you making the roll to know what happened to the body or no?
Oh, sure. But I only got one success. So
excellent. Cool. The dice are telling a story tonight. And that's one of bad memory. Yes, as generally when I'm doing these rolls, I'm using a difficulty of however many months it's been since the thing happened. So it's been about 3 months. So
damn. God damn. We're so good at this game.
But if you remember things out of character, I have no problem with remembering in character. Anyway, so that's where we are.
All right. But I guess for now, this is irrelevant. We just know that he is a potential enemy. Also, he did try and fight me. I did mouth off a little bit.
That's so unlike you.
Yeah, he was being away. And I have feelings about him because he was me.
I mean, that makes sense. You're looking at a shape of yourself that...
Yeah.
I mean...
Anyway, I will admit that I had some blame in this, but he was just ready to go.
But,
which was very in keeping for what we remember of him. And I
What would have happened if you actually fought your former self?
Well, he can shoot suns and punch the crack in the creature the size of this mountain in one blow. So,
but would that
I don't know
damage your soul at all?
I don't think it's in him. I think that I have the spark and he has the body, but that's all conjecture. I don't know how any of this works.
I mean,
but that actually could be more dangerous. What if he can get the spark back from my body?
I mean, how the history is usually told is that when the solar tyrants were destroyed during the, the usurpation, they were buried with full honors to appease their ghosts that wouldn't come back to the land of the living. So it sounds like this might be a ghost of an ancient solar that came back and, is currently on some vengeance path, trying to find that inheritor of 5 parts of vengeance. Because
ghosts have bodies?
The ghosts can create bodies. I mean, they're spirits. Spirits can materialize.
He didn't look like a ghost, and he actually bumped into a guy, and the guy was really mad he bumped into him.
Well, again, they can take corporeal form. But
and just
also
walk around?
Yes.
Do they do that? Pretend to be people?
I mean, sometimes, yes.
I don't know. You are my fountain of ghost knowledge. I know nothing of ghosts. I'm just saying he looked pretty real.
Yeah, our friend who was ghost savvy left, so.
Break out the strings phone.
Yeah, and he also, I don't know where he is because I literally can't know. I don't remember. So. He also had his old weapon, but different. So he had objects that were on him also, like very clear objects. I don't know how ghosts work, but the last time we fought a ghost, it was more like get on you and try and do stuff to you. And that's my only experience with a ghost. This felt real.
I mean, like the big problem is that
the Adramalic dying fight we fought against.
Yeah, like the solar exaltations don't make copies of themselves. There's only one of each of us.
Yeah.
If they somehow got multiplied, that's horrible. That means, there's really a lot going on we don't know about. Speaking of, like, what is Adramai? Because he had that circle, but he's not the ogre, as in the No Moon cast. He's not the wretched, as in the solar nightcast. So what is he? Because like the lesser exigents don't really usually have marks. So
I didn't see a mark on him, but he didn't have to expend much power.
yeah. No, but I'm talking about Adramalik even. What is he?
Not us.
Good question. If I was to take a stab, the opposite, where we exude light and radiance when we sort of do what we do, his becomes an absence.
Well, I guess we'll have to probe him for many informations when he comes back.
Also, but for now, we do have a task at hand. I just wanted to make everyone aware of what was happening. Also, if he sees us, he's probably going to attack us because he's probably going to attack me. So nobody be extra surprised by it.
Yeah, I don't blame you for how you reacted. I don't know how I would react if I saw my previous self wandering about. I'd have to, this is out of any of our realms of experience, but you have the spark. Whatever that is a shade or a remnant or an echo. That doesn't mean it's not still threatening, but it is not you. That much I know.
It's true. And I can take some small comfort in that. However, knowing that's something that has the mind of what I was is not comforting.
That said, to Regar's point, if that thing is a ghost and is trying to seek some vengeful peace or whatever, it's connected to its death, right?
Maybe it's trying to fight. If I'm trying to think of the most contentious sword thing I can possibly think of, and maybe it's trying to bring back the Harbinger so it can defeat the Harbinger. To be like, you didn't beat me, I beat you.
Didn't you
Inheritor.
Didn't you all get that past lives merit? So maybe if you meditate and try to connect with your past
I
self,
don't want nothing to do with that life.
I mean, you want to know what the most contentious sword thing is? Why not try to find out what contentious sword is thinking? Yeah.
Okay, well, it's good to know some of the pieces in the city. Either way, we still have more things to do.
Did he smell oddly? Could you track him?
I think very close. I was about half an alley away. I think that if this was some kind of role-playing game, that would invoke minuses. Yeah.
I mean, how good is your super sniffer? Maybe you should take the flashback thing, because flashback earlier this episode, and take a whiff.
It's recent, so in theory that would give me bonuses, but I also wasn't actively trying to library him.
Well, we could go back to the alley and start tracking from there.
We could, but we also have to kill a despot. And I want to figure out who this Forsaken Rainbow person is, because if they're a person like us, I don't want to kill them.
Well, I mean, the trail will be getting cold. The despot's not going anywhere.
All right, I'll tell you what. We go to the alley. I get the smell. We then can do the other stuff.
Yeah, I guess it's just the question like, oh, what time is it? And whether is it about the time for day market or what's going on? So, George, what time is it?
Right now, after what you've done, because you had a very lengthy meeting in the wee hours of the evening with House Naman, followed by you going off in your different directions to do research, which took some time. So I would say that it is, let's say it is starting to approach the end of the evening at this point. You've got maybe a couple of hours before the sun rises and the morning begins.
Okay, so I guess let's go do the tracking as much as we can. And then when the sun rises, we go to the sun market.
We're going to get so beat up. All right.
I mean, there's 4 of us right here, so
we'll be
if you want to beat someone up.
No, I'm actually, as Mountain, I wouldn't be afraid right now. This is purely rude.
Yeah.
Let's get the scent, and then I would say, if anything, we might want a few hours of rest before we continue to push through a whole night into a day as well.
I would agree with that. So we will go. So, George, we go and we catalog. And
you attempt to catalog, because this is an alleyway within the market district, which many, many people have been going through at this point.
Yeah.
That's true. I just assumed the smell will be a little distinct, but you're right.
Every scent is distinct when you have the ability to differentiate scents.
How dare you, George? I find his footprint. I try and find his footprint, and I try and smell that exact spot, like a weird bloodhound.
You're going to give me your perception awareness.
I am, and I activate my super sniffer.
Super sniffer's not going to help in this situation because you don't have the scent.
Oh, I thought I have to do that just to catalog it.
Well, you can catalog any sense that you've encountered in the last 24 hours. You were not close enough to encounter it before. If you successfully find and identify the scent here, you'll be able to catalog it for 24 hours.
So Mountain, when he goes back to the alleyway, kind of like keeps everyone like slightly back so he can like just explore it a little bit better. He kind of looks over at the spot where he remembers Contentious Sword being, remembers him pulling out his sword. So he's trying to think of like the kind of stance, kind of remembering the stance and everything that Contentious Sword took. And generally you try and anchor yourself, you try and give yourself a good center of gravity. So Mountain's counting on the fact that between the armor and kind of the digging into the ground to get ready to move forward with his sword, there'll be a good enough, we'll call it like foot picture for him to pick up on. So he's kind of trying to combine his memory and his knowledge of battle to hone in on that area.
Okay. I'm going to give you a stunt, but it is decreased because of story reasons that you don't know because you all failed your rolls on it.
Totally fine.
So you still get a 1 stunt for that. But unfortunately, all the failed rolls don't help you with knowing why the stunt is decreased. You'll find out eventually in the story, I'm sure.
I trust you. You could just be like, dope, it's been a long time. And I'd be like, you got it, man.
It has been a while, so the difficulty is also raised, but, you know.
And
everyone's just hallucinating it.
It's all a dream. Those are my favorites. All right.
And then there are no footprints. You find no scent. There are no footprints.
You're actually right. Okay. And you said I get a 2 stunt. Or sorry, 1 stunt.
1 stunt. Yep.
2 dice.
Could anybody try to help him?
Well, are you there to know what you're looking for?
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I know Contentious Sword, so I would know
his footprint
size and all of that. Yeah.
No, you failed your roll to remember it.
Then what if I were to tap into my past lives?
If you're willing to tap into your past lives, you can absolutely attempt it.
Do it.
You can make me a wits past lives roll if you would like to tap into your past lives about Contentious Sword.
I feel like I feel like this is an important aspect. So
remember,
you will almost certainly give me more than 2 dice if you succeed.
I'm gonna try.
So I'm willing to take the risk.
I'm gonna try. Okay, so I'm doing a wits past lives.
Yes, so you're gonna basically roll your merit with the wits attribute.
My wits with the merit attribute. Okay.
And then I will need you to roll your essence once you are done with this.
Okay.
Oh yay.
No successes. Oh wait, 1 success.
All right, you get 1 die. So that is not better than the stunt, but let's get that essence roll.
Okay. And I'm essence 2.
You're essence 3. You're essence 3.
Am I? I don't think I am.
You didn't spend enough XP to get to essence 3.
Mm-mm.
Wait, what?
How much XP have you spent?
I have spent, let's see, where
you absolutely should be essence 3.
There's almost no way.
I don't think that's possible.
I believe I've only spent 140 experience points.
You needed 125.
Oh, well, then it still says I'm that.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't automatically update.
Oh, my bad. Okay, cool.
Because some of us are approaching the next and it's happening.
And it doesn't necessarily happen immediately. It happens upon moments of growth.
I like it.
Okay, cool. And I am essence 3. Okay, here we go. Yep. 1 success and it's a 10.
So
okay.
2 successes?
Yes, so that is 2 successes. Okay. All right. Noted.
We don't know what this roll does. Could be good, could be bad. We don't know.
So let's finish up with Mountain first, and then we'll go to Dirham.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 because right now I'm just looking for the footprints, right? I'm not looking for the smell.
Mm-hmm.
Like my sniffer
Once you
can't be
find,
activated. I don't have double 9s right now.
No, you don't have double 9s because you don't know what scent you're looking for.
Exactly. No, I'm just making sure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6.
Okay. With 6, you do manage to find a sizable print that seems out of place here, heavily armored, but where you expected to see it dug in deeply from this battle stance, it is barely present.
Our ghost.
Meanwhile,
I know so little about this world.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dirham, as you tap into your past lives, you're listening to the whispers from your shard's memory, the little inklings that come from your past existences. You feel a little bit of a numbing coming from it. Not like a physical numbing, but rather emotions tamping down slightly. Very akin to when you were Bright Shattered Ice, where you didn't really feel as much as you probably should have at certain things. But in that moment, you are able to power yourself and steal yourself through it and push it back within yourself.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mountain, you now have the scent because you have found the location, you have found the tracks. You're able to now identify this scent from the others. For 24 hours.
I'm going to 24 hours. George!
That's it. That's what the charm says.
Why are you always reading the full charm? What's your problem?
Because my druids can't wild shape it. Oh,
that's fair.
Time to go around the whole city and sniff everywhere.
That means that we probably are better tracking right now, or at least we have to start tracking like immediately.
I mean, how far have they gone right now?
Pretty far if they're a ghost.
Well,
this is probably a worthwhile endeavor. This is no common occurrence.
Then I will begin tracking.
Okay, you can make me your with survival roll to track with your bonus because of your super sniffer,
which
gives you +2 successes on a survival roll to track a character. See, sometimes me reading the charm helps you.
I just want to say to the listeners, I do appreciate George keeping my place constantly because I do always need to be kept honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. Actually, I only have 3 and 3 in both these, I think. Yep, 3 and 3. And then we're going to pump. And you can only pump as much as you have in the skill, right? You can only like double.
You can pump up to your total dice pool.
Yeah.
For that. Well, without stuns, but your base dice pool for it.
Yeah, attribute plus skill. Because you're Soa. Dragon Ball only do skill.
Yep.
Got it. So yeah, we're gonna do the whole shebang if we have to. So that's I got to do some minusing on my stuff.
See, like the worst part is like what the Contentious Sword might be is like nobody in Civic knows about them because I think that's a Death Lord, and
that would be bad. That would be really bad.
I mean. So I think Muscovita did tell everybody there's someone like him on the trail of the inheritors of maybe.
So yeah, Mountain kind of as he goes like gently like touches the ground and then begins like stepping around the footprints as he goes. He's trying to put himself inside of the mindset of Contentious Sword, so he's kind of moving with this big, so big. Whoa.
The big man drops down to all fours, starts sniffing the ground, looking around. Oh yeah, big man. Okay. You can have it, dude.
I'll take it.
I mean, that's basically how I treat Mountain, right? Big Uba?
Yeah,
no?
just large. I'm just large Uba. I'm into it. I wish I was large Uba. If I could play a sentient gorilla, I would not be playing Mountain.
Sure, there's a tabletop.
That's called being a lunar.
Also true.
Well, we didn't know they existed.
That's true. If he had known that was an option, he would have chosen a lunar.
100%. High werewolves can probably jump super high. All right.
Grasshopper stance.
1, 2.
Not very helpful inside a mountain of tunnels.
Okay, and I get 2 automatic successes from the sniffer.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so that's 3 with the stunt. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 successes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, 13 successes. With 13 successes, you find the trail. It is faint. There is the smells of a person,
the whole city.
But there is, as you breathe it in more and more, it's almost like a slight tingling within your nose, akin to like almost a burning, almost like there. Like, have you ever smelled a fire that's like too close to your nose and you feel that like slight tingle inside?
Get too close to your birthday candles or
mm-hmm. Yes, your birthday candles. Yes. It's like it's that you feel that slight twinging of almost pain within your nose as you track this scent through the mountain. So you're just following this as far as it goes?
Yeah, I mean, if we run into him again, then everyone can decide what we do. But everyone wanted to track him.
We can have a proper fight.
I'm all
do
for
we
it.
see? Do we have like a viewpoint of where it's leading towards? Like, does it show, or is it just going deep into the mountain?
It's going deep into the mountain. It's hard to tell exactly where it's going. This is not a place you're familiar with. And it is a series of twisting tunnels within a mountain. It's hard to tell exactly where it would be going, unless you have some way to know.
Near any of the spots that we want to investigate as well? Little sidetrack.
Question. As you follow the path, it seems to be, where is he going? It seems to be tending slightly upward.
Oh, he's going to the day market, where he's going
What's
outside.
that one big site?
in the mountain slightly upward via R2 leads that would correlate towards Ava Rago's
That is correct.
site.
So you follow the path as long as you can. It snakes up through the mountains, getting higher and higher, until eventually it reaches a point in a corridor and then stops.
Does it go? Is there an up or down? Or?
There is the hallway continuing forward. There is no up. There is no down. You get there, the scent of the individual fills the chamber here, and you take another step forward, and there's nothing.
Why are we stopping?
I can no longer detect. It goes here and then it ends. Unless he has an entrance to a manse or something here, I'm unsure of where it is.
Or unless he's here.
Does it smell strong?
Dirham will activate his keen sight technique and immediately survey the scene, looking for anything out of place, out of motion, looking for any hiding spots, as if this is an ambush point, in case, go figure, this guy in all of his power might be aware he's being followed at a certain point.
Okay, you can give me your roll, but you can have a 2-dot stunt.
Okay. And I will pump this 8. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. And let me just make sure that I don't get any...
You automatically succeed on difficulty 2 or 3 site-based actions.
Groovy.
You lowered the difficulties by 1 for detecting hidden people, or the penalties for bad conditions by 1 as well. It increases your range.
Groovy.
Such. Doesn't give you automatic successes because it is far less widely usable than... or far more widely usable than being able to smell things.
And taste, but yes. Yeah, no, you're right.
Don't forget about the taste part.
I really want those grapes. I want to find those grapes. I will follow this trail.
12 successes.
12 successes, you say? All right.
12 successes.
Wow.
With 12 successes, you begin scanning the corridor. I assume thinking that something is about to jump out and stab you or shoot you with a massive gun of darkness. You don't see any signs of somebody hidden. You see no traces of disturbed earth, like a kicked up bit of dust. What you do see is that right at this point where Mountain has told you that it stopped, there is, along the one wall, a crack in it. It's no wider than 6 inches, but it is there, and it is at the exact point where the scent stopped.
Durham points at the crack, says, "You smell anything coming from there?"
Stick your nose into the crack.
Not because you worded it now, you worded it that way. I do go toward there. I'm assuming the smell is stronger in that direction.
Hmm?
Yes, this is it. And I'm gonna try and look for. Let's all try and look for a way to open this bad boy.
Mountain, you could just punch through.
I feel like being inside. I don't have a lot of architectural knowledge, and I feel like punching through load-bearing walls in a city underground is just.
You're good at crafting. Could you craft an opening?
Craft an opening? I mean, I think you just suggested that. Let's see.
Well, so you put an I-beam here and an extra column, so it's stays supported.
Just take a couple days and a little bit of materials, and
you repair the gate in a second. You'll be able to do that fast as well. And you get some craft XP for doing this.
Ooh. Okay. Is this a thing I could easily do with my crafting
tools and
stuff? Yeah, craftsman needs no tools.
You could certainly try.
I will try.
Might get in trouble for not having proper permits for building a new tunnel, but
They can talk with the despot directly.
Question though, how long have we been traveling around and stuff? Have we gained any motes? Because I'm running a little low.
I mean, when did you spend the motes?
Well, I mean, in order to do craftsman needs no tools, it's 6 motes. And
I mean, did you spend the most during the meeting? Because after that we had the library excursion, and then we met and so on. So probably like a couple hours. Depends on when you spent them.
I think the last time it was spent was in the meeting, and then
you didn't spend anyone looking for permits and stuff.
I don't. Maybe I did. I can't. To be
Regardless,
honest,
I don't think that you gained motes since that point, which is the more pertinent question. So I think I would say that it's been at least 3 hours since then. We'll give you right around even 15 motes for regen.
Okay, I will take those, and then I will spend motes. Okay, so I'm going to spend 6 motes on Craftsman Needs No Tools, and I will attempt to be the craft boy. Okay.
Okay, so crafting.
I can't believe I'm crafting something.
I know. All right, so this is a basic project. This is something that anybody could do. Is nothing crazy. Yeah. No objections to this. I think we're
building a door.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm making an opening.
There's already a crack there. He's just making it bigger.
Basically.
Well, he's making it bigger, shoring it up so that it doesn't collapse.
Well, yeah, but like
part
of it's already taken care of, you know?
Okay. All right. So let's get this roll, shall we?
This would be intelligence craft? Or right?
Plus the appropriate craft. So what crafts do you have? Do you have craft?
Make an artifact door.
I've craft artifact.
So that's not going to help you too much.
No.
Wait, how'd you make that one door? You fixed the one door.
No, I fixed it. I just fixed it.
Yeah.
Can you fix this to be a regular door?
I can't believe craft means I don't know how to do anything except artifacts. God.
I mean, there is one of like basic craft chances where like you take your craft ability and you apply it somewhere else for like some cost.
I was gonna look for the secret button. Start pushing.
Punch.
That is the ultimate button, but we're gonna wait. I even have a charm to punch, but I'm waiting. I don't even fear him.
Could you craft a door that happens to be an artifact?
Could you create an artifact key that when you tap it against the secret door, it opens it up?
All of these are no longer basic projects.
Yeah, as soon as you start trying to make this entryway into an artifact, it will no longer be a basic project.
No,
man, I thought that crafting gives you like a bare minimum of being able to craft. It's wild that I cannot open a door, but I understand how to make flamethrower guns.
You can still make the roll, but no, that makes sense because what you lack is the knowledge of how to properly excavate a tunnel without causing a cave-in. That's very different from not knowing how to make a door.
I'd argue with a 4 out of 5 intellect, you probably have some.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to get to roll. You're going to get to roll your intellect.
Can I think I have like a thing that like senses danger, right?
Danger sense?
Danger sense.
Wait,
yeah.
Also, can't you make yourself like tiny as fuck, slip into this crack?
Okay, could make yourself tiny as.
Well, yeah, but I thought you wanted to make a door.
Dirham, do you have Arete Shifting Prana? It's a basic craft charm.
I don't think so. I don't have that.
Okay. Do you want me to just become a what can I become?
Remember, you can take you have a bunch of minor forms that you can do. So you could literally say, I took the form of a mouse at some point.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. A mouse. Yeah, and just see if there's anything.
You also.
Lord, didn't you just acquire a form that allows you to tunnel?
That's a giant like sandworm something.
Wait, is this sand here that we're in?
No,
it's mountain.
Okay.
I don't assume that I can go through stone.
No, that was the sand. That was the sand swimmer or whatever it was.
Oh, I was wondering if you could turn into like a centipede and sneak in there.
Yes, I can.
Well,
that's going to take a while because I don't move very fast as a centipede.
Well, I think you can make it.
Those things move fast.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you two because the other option is punching a hole in this wall, and I don't want to do it.
And at that moment, Adramelech walks up from his little solo venture of scouting out the manor, and hears the words, "Punch a hole in the mountain."
Covered in blood.
What are we doing? Why are we punching a hole in the mountain?
Oh my god. Where did you come from?
I was sneaking around. I was getting a patrol of everything. Remember the plan?
No, I didn't tell
you
them.
were at a vacation. Oh yeah, he did not actually tell them what you went off to do, but you followed the servant back to the manor to observe. We'll see how that went at some point in the future. But yes, for now, that's what you were doing. Just for your information.
But now he's sneaking on us, which
yes,
he did a great job. We didn't see him.
Okay,
but yes, he did not share that plan. He did not share that information.
We're tracking
So what you
a
said still makes
ghost.
perfect sense. Oh, we found Contentious Sword, the person that I used to be, just to catch you up. And we think he went into this wall, and now Dirham or Lore are trying to figure out how to get.
There's a crack right here.
Is there a hole of some kind, like a key of some kind?
Funny you should say that.
There's a 6-inch crack.
Can I examine this 6-inch crack and see if it looks keyish?
It does not. It looks like a crack in the wall.
Well, before you go into trying to make this hole bigger and causing a potential collapse and whatnot, why don't I just investigate as a mouse? I don't know how to do that. I'm trying to find it. I have zero idea how to do it.
Yeah.
I guess first, this place isn't that crowded. There's nobody around, right? So we don't have.
There is nobody around. That is correct.
Perfect.
I don't remember what you have to spend to actually shift.
I don't know if do I have to look at merits or charms?
I know you can. Yes, I know you can. What?
I think there's probably some basic system for lunars shed everywhere. So it would mean merits will be anything to be in the Lunar's book.
Everything. No, that's what I'm trying to. Everything needs its own. Oh yeah. You literally just choose to do it. There's nothing expended.
Oh boy,
that's dope. I love lunars.
It just costs an action. Oh no, you have to commit 4 motes for the transformation's duration. Woohoo! That's super expensive.
Wow! 4 whole motes. What are you gonna do?
Okay, where do I mark off motes and how do I see how many I have?
Yeah, you're fine with it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. You have plenty of motes to do that. Okay. So you transform into a what?
A mouse, like a cave mouse? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
A mountain mouse.
You transform into a mountain mouse. It is like a mouse, like a normal mouse, except that at its joints it has these slightly stony protrusions from rubbing up against cave walls. Basically, through their evolutionary whatever, they have developed these hard calluses at the places where they will often be squeezing through cracks in order to prevent their body from being ripped up. So you transform into one of those. You scurry up the wall into the crack. Do you head through?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Obviously, because it's a cave mouse, it also has the ability to see a little better in the dark, or because it is adjusted to cave life. You head into the crack. You follow it. It goes for about 10 feet. It shifts in length and width, but it's never tight enough that you have a problem going through. Eventually, however, you reach the end of it and you see it open up into what looks much like another tunnel. It looks like another tunnel, but this one is not as cleanly made as what you've been going through. You see rough-hewn areas. You see that this is a place that has not been following the same strict protocols of the rest of the tunnels in this location. You also see a slight dampness on the ground right beneath the crack.
Do I see anything else or sense anything?
Nope, just more tunnel.
Is it just like from where the crack is the crack like the dead end to a continuing tunnel, or is it like going
crack ends and then the tunnel continues? It basically widens out, like there's a tunnel beyond this.
Okay, but it's not I could go this way or this way, it's just forward.
Mm-hmm. It is forward and steeply up.
And the dampness, is it
basically just like a little puddle soaked into the ground right at the bottom of the crack.
Okay, can I go to the puddle and lick it with my little mouse tongue?
You certainly can. You go to the puddle, you lick it. You can give me a stamina resistance roll.
Okay, how do I do that?
What is your stamina?
My stamina is 3 dice.
This is not how I saw this session going in any way, shape, or form.
We're sorry.
It's 3 for stamina.
And the resistance?
And resistance is what?
A bit slower.
Nothing.
3.
0.
So 3 dice.
Okay. Can I do any sort of what's that pumping thingy?
You do not qualify to do it. Wait. Is stamina Lunars, because Lunars are different. Is stamina one of your favored or cast attributes?
Gosh, George, where do I find that?
Is there a little checkbox next to that attribute? Sorry. If you're looking at the sheet, it will have a little mark that says F or C. It does not, because I can see your sheet.
Okay, no.
Oh,
You can stunt it.
you could absolutely stunt it.
I don't understand. What does that stunting it mean?
Describe what you do.
Like how your body
right,
resists the bacteria.
Well, I scurry down to the hole. I first take like a gander at the dampness. I probably will like pick up with my little paws first, feel if it's like cold or whatever. If it doesn't feel like it's just like water, or if it's like
it feels
or anything.
Feels slightly slick.
Okay, and then. Oh, you know what I should do first?
I don't know.
I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to try to do this. I think I have well, first of all, as a mouse, am I allowed to talk
No.
as...
I don't think so. But even if you were, there's nobody there.
Well, I know
On the other side.
you know that. But what happens if I...
Uh-oh.
What happens if I cast Infallible Messenger?
Okay. You cast Infallible Messenger. What restrictions? Are there any restrictions?
Well, it says my words, so I don't know if that...
Squeak.
If that, yeah, if they're just squeak, squeak, squeaky, but it says so much.
Yeah, her ability to communicate is limited by the animal's anatomy. Most can't speak human language, forcing you to use body language. So you would not be able to communicate even by an infallible messenger, because infallible messenger repeats words.
Learn the sign language.
But also, you still have to make the check.
I mean, you can just scurry back, transform back.
No. I said what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if I could like let people know what I was gonna do beforehand. But it doesn't look like it.
Unfortunately, it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
So,
what's the worst that happens?
So I feel the slickness, and I just go, just like the tip of my tongue, just taking my
Your
little
little mousy tongue.
my little mouse tongue, and then and then just on my little, like, what do they have, like claws, like little claws,
They have little hands. They got little raccoon hand paws.
just like getting like a drop of it on my tongue.
Okay. Okay.
2 dollars minimum.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect this.
2 dot.
Okay.
Okay. So give me your stamina resistance roll. You can have a 2 stun.
And 2 dots, that means I roll 2, and then I get an automatic like crazy success.
Correct.
Okay.
And you recover willpower if you spend any.
I don't think I did.
Not yet. But
Yeah, I'm not good at making you guys spend willpower.
Doesn't say I just spirit spend it so rarely.
3.
Okay. 3. All right. What is your... Oh, wait, no. 3. Sorry, we so rarely have to use poison here. Okay.
Oh boy.
there it is.
Finally, my iron stomach would come in handy if I drank from puddles. That's what I need to start.
Okay. Poison, it reduces the duration by 3 iterations. Okay, great. All right. All right. What is your resolve?
I resolve. 4 plus 2/4.
If you spend 4 motes, it increases by 2.
So 4, or so.
You can spend 2 to bring it to 6.
Okay, so 6.
So that's 6. All right. So as you lick it, you feel a coldness seeping into you from this. It's not a physical coldness. It's seeping into your very soul itself. You can pick one of your level 2 or higher intimacies, and you're going to flip it to an opposite intimacy. And this lasts for 2 days.
Shit.
I'm trying to think of what that would even be like for me.
So
right
like
now.
something you love, you now hate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
I flipped.
no.
Sorry, you said 1 or 2?
Either a 2 or 3. So because of how the rolls went,
Yeah.
it is more powerful than one of your level 1s. So it's 2, but you could choose to bring it to a level 3. If you choose to bring it to your level 3, we'll reduce the duration slightly.
Hold up. Loyalty to
wait, hold on.
Roxy getting flipped? Hold up.
Hold on.
Yes.
Sorry. Hold on. So I choose one of them, or do I
Yep.
choose? Okay.
You choose one.
And
I will let you choose. And you just make a note that it's an opposite. And you can decide how it is opposite as this corruption seeps into your very soul, twisting some of your outlook upon the world, some of your learned lessons flipped on their head as you begin to see all the darkness within it. And we'll see the consequences of that next time on the RPG Blender. Thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy our show, and a big thank you to our generous patrons Bubble Dirt, Nova Phoenix, The Pyahoo, and Red Comet. Come back next week or join our Patreon, where the next episode is live now. Meanwhile, don't forget to check out our tutorials and video plays on YouTube at The RPG Blender. Our next tutorial series is beginning now, so go check it out. If you want to stay up to date on our releases, you can join our Discord or find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or your podcast app of choice. Music is The Punk Rock Show by My Free Mickey. Copyright 2012, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License. Thank you again, and remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.
Honestly, that's like the worst poison I've seen in my life. Just based, like, bright side of that would be I would not rage out in the suit.
I was just thinking that.
That was one of the things that could have happened during that fight that never did, because it never successfully really hit you guys.
Oh, dip. That's
that
horrifying.
guy.